Hi everyone, Mark from Go Fast Hobbies and Raceway. Today we're going to talk about Traxxas' new dirt oval car. If you kind of know me and pay attention to the channel, I usually talk about stuff when it comes out right away. This has been out for a little over a week, and I haven't really talked about it at all. Kind of reason being was there was just a little bit of turmoil with it. I think the name has something to do with that, and we're going to kind of dive into that and talk about the car, and I'll show you the car at the end of the video. And once again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not hating on anyone or anything like that. So we'll start with the name. It's a Slash Mudboss. And many of you are familiar with dirt oval racing, RC racing, know the name Mudboss. Eric and Steve Salvis about 10 years ago started cutting out bodies and putting them on slashes and started calling them mud bosses. They are what once was a older mud bus, which in the picture up here was an older Eastern Dirt modified. As you can kind of see, if you're a race fan or RC guy, this is really not a mud bus. This is more of a Midwest modified or UMP modified looking style car. And then I'd heard that they were going to do something like this. Obviously, I think it was like 2011 to 2014, they sponsored the USAC Silver Crown Series, which you can see a picture of the car up there. And they used to do a little thing with the drivers and let the drivers and the fans involvement, and you could go out on the track, and they made a little track and run a slash around. So I had hoped back then they were going to do something like this, but they never did. So that's kind of my take on it. I don't really know why they used this name. I don't know if they didn't know what to call it, and that seemed logical to them because, Traxxas makes more of a basher line of stuff. This is the first true oval race car they've made in many, many years, probably close to 2 decades, I would say. So it's kind of odd that they use that name, and that really has caused a lot of turmoil. So kind of to say the least about that. Obviously, as I referenced the picture up here, the UMP modified or the IMCA modified, this thing resembles that. It does not resemble a mud boss or a mud bus or an Eastern Dirt modified, as that name would kind of hint. So we'll move on. We'll talk about the car. You kind of look at the car, and I'm going to give my personal opinion of the car. Another thing that's really odd about this, look at the Hoosier logo. They say they've got the naming rights to Hoosier. And anybody in short track racing or even RC racing knows that the Hoosier should be white. So that's kind of another kind of odd thing about the car. I seen that right away and it was like, wow, that's really weird. Kind of maybe they didn't quite know that they were supposed to do that. Maybe just left them black. Maybe it was an oversight. I don't really know on their part. Car's really got detail with the driver in here. You can see the guy in here has Simpson race belts on, and it's got some weird, I think it's a drag race spoiler on the back of it. Don't really know. It's not really anything like a real race car spoiler. So you look at a UMP modified or a IMCA modified, I've never seen anything quite like that before. The body looks, outside of that, the body looks really well. It looks really scaled to a dirt car, Midwestern modified, the front bumper and everything. Looks like one. If you look at one or see one in the pits, and it's got the quick release body stuff here, so we're going to pop the body off of it, which is another thing that's really nice. We have a track and a hobby shop, so this will be really good. Price point $380. Get a new guy comes in, wants to go racing. This is a really good deal for him. So it has a LCG chassis, which most of you guys ran on the Slashes. It has the new BL S2 system, which most of our guys at our track upgraded to this last year. It's definitely more powerful than the 12-turn T, the older stuff. One thing I did notice with this, they put I think it's off their 4x4 Slash. The servo saver is built into it there, which most guys at race will switch that out and put the steel parts in there, the aluminum parts in there. And it does have a horn on it, or not a servo saver, it has a horn. So that's another thing that's really nice about it. Something I definitely don't like that's going to be an issue with this is the front bumper. Usually you don't have the bumper going down at an angle. Obviously, it's the furthest out point past the wheel, so it's going to dig in. So when guys go to lower these down, I'm not really sure how to fix that problem. I've kind of looked at that, but that will definitely be an issue with it that's going to have to be addressed. If you run on lower bike tracks, probably not. You probably won't have to mess with that. Comes with a lot better shocks. Shocks are threaded, and it comes with different caster blocks here, as you can see here. A lot better than what they had in previous on the Slashes, and comes with their newer front arm. The rear of the truck has the Magnum transmission in it, which a lot of our guys that are track and upgraded to that, you could do that in the rules. The hub carriers here are different as well, as you can see here. And then it comes with the newer A-arms as well. And then the threaded shocks in the back. So we'll flip her over and look at the bottom of it. Just like a regular LCG chassis. Nothing too fancy. It's a gray color. But yeah, overall, really nice. Like I said, it'll be really good to get people in the hobby. It's something that they needed to do. They needed to upgrade the Slash. Really glad they did something like this. I just wish that they would have kind of understood maybe the naming of it better, because I think that's definitely created a lot of confusion and a lot of turmoil with that. Definitely would have been better if they could have figured that out. But yeah, overall it looks good. I think it'll run well. Obviously the front bumper will probably be the major downfall of it. That's going to have to be adjusted. And then the body, it's obviously really heavy because it's got all this clip stuff in here, a lot of braces. I'm not sure how well that'll hold up. It's fairly thin. But yeah, it'll be great to get somebody in the hobby, get them going. And then it comes, we'll go kind of through the radio gear here with it. Comes with the standard TQ qualifier radio. And comes with decal sheet and your manuals and all that stuff, all that fun stuff. So they're supposed to come out with a suspension kit update for the Slash as well. We'll have all that available on our website. But yeah, that's just my opinion of it. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and like and subscribe. Check out gofasthobbies.com if you haven't. I'm Mark, and I will see you later.